Okay, hey, how you doing? I'm out here by the dock. I don't know if you can see this, but like this boat just went by. It's like really cool. Hopefully it doesn't come back and hit me at the dock. But anyway, I was just kind of sitting around here today, beautiful sunny day, just kind of hanging outside. And I was thinking, what could I share with other real estate agents? Something of value, something that helped me. I mean, within a very short period of time, I went from 13 listings per year to 130 closed listings a year within like a 2 or 3 year period of time. And it really, the difference for me was when I really understood this frustration. I mean, do you ever have this frustration? Has this ever happened to you? Like you generate the seller lead and you're all excited. Okay, I got the seller lead. And then I spend hours and hours preparing like a CMA this size. And I research all the houses. And then I get, dressed in a suit and a tie. And, it's like 90 degrees. And I'm, all dressed out because I want to make a good impression because, man, I got a listing appointment, and those are gold. And that's what everybody wants. And then you get there, you give them your whole presentation, you go over the CMA, and you don't get the listing, right? Isn't that frustrating? So why didn't you get the listing, right? So what I teach my agents at Elevate, the agents and the team leaders, is I share with them how they're always going to get the listings if they understand the seller fantasy. Okay, and seller fantasy is nothing dirty. Okay, so you don't have to shut off this video or anything like that. It's nothing dirty. But once you understand this is what really changed my listing business, and I think it will for you too. So let me just walk you through this briefly. Okay, so let's just say you prepare the 500-page CMA and you give them the presentation, the coat and tie and everything like that, and you do all this stuff and you go out there and you see them. What's the first thing you're going to ask them for? Oh yeah, hey, by the way, I'm going to need a key to your house. And they're like, well, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But Tim, you're kind of a stranger. We've really only known you like 15 minutes, but okay, here's a key. What are you going to do with it? Oh, I'm going to take this key and then I'm going to bring other strangers who you don't know through your house, who may or may not be qualified. And you need to keep that house clean, by the way, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, because whenever I get a hot buyer in town, I got to be able to show your house like right away. So, make sure you keep it clean. And by the way, this is going to happen. This is like a 6-month agreement. You need to keep your house like this for 6 months. And if it doesn't sell after 6 months, we're probably going to extend it for another 6 months. And also keep in mind, every Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be doing open houses here. So, you guys are going to need to get out of the house. Preferably if you could take your dog with you somewhere, that would be really cool. And then just, pretty much stand back and wait until you get a ridiculous offer, because those are always fun. The offer that comes in $100,000 under asking price, right? I always like those. But no, say you do get an offer that's fairly close, then you got to negotiate it and the counter offers. And that's always very stressful for the sellers. So part of what I'm teaching my agents is to understand really the seller fantasy, which is, I'm going to meet with you today and tomorrow morning the money's going to be in my bank account. Okay? I'm not saying that's realistic or that's real world, but that is the seller fantasy. And the closer we can come to matching reality with their fantasy, the more likely we are to get the listing. So how are you going to match the seller fantasy? Okay, you're not going to be able to have the money in their bank account tomorrow, but can you have a really, really well qualified buyer in their house tomorrow? Can you have a couple really qualified buyers in their house tomorrow? Buyers who have been on the market for a little while, who are already pre-qualified, who have all the information that they need already in hand and they're ready to make an offer. Could you give them an offer perhaps tomorrow? In some cases, I feel like I have the house sold before it even goes on the market, right? So that is what I mean when I talk to people about what the seller fantasy is that if you can eliminate the things like keeping your house clean in 6 months and then another 6 months and all these hassles that nobody likes, right? If you can eliminate that stuff and you can just give them the thing that they want, that's a big key to being successful. The other reason why I think Elevate agents are so successful, like I said, 40% on average year-on-year increase, is that they understand that this is not a listing. This is not a seller. This is a person. Okay, so go back through that list of frustrations. Maybe watch this video again, and instead of the word seller or listing, instead put the word person in your head. So it's a person who's given you a key to their house so that you can let strangers into this person's hands, into this person's house. Those are the types of things. So anyway, those are just some of my frustrations and some of the ways that I overcame it and some of the ways that I've been able to help Elevate agents. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it useful. If you did, share it with another agent. We want to help all agents just, do better and take better care of their listings and, just do a better job for their clients, for their people, right? And you can do this. You can do this today. So think big, serve big. Take care. Bye-bye.